Hey.
Should using stop you from owning? Nikki Fried sued the Biden administration to let marijuana users own guns. Guns and weed next.
But first, does it take too much time to clean your guns? Clean, lube, and protect your guns faster with CO1. CO1 CLP Plus is natural, non-toxic, and environmentally friendly. Tastes great, too. Just kidding. Hey, clean your guns easier and faster. One and done with CO1. Ask for it by name at your local gun shop or get some on their website. CO1.com. That's CO1.com.
So, how's it going, everybody? I don't know if I think that I grew up in Florida and Hawaii and California, and there's one thing that those three states definitely have in common, and that is their infatuation with marijuana. And I'm 46 years old, and I've never touched it, not one time. And that's not true. I did.
You never inhaled.
I never inhaled. A couple months ago, actually, I tried like this sleep aid that had THC in it. It was like a little gummy, and it did absolutely nothing. That's it. I forgot. So that's it. 46 years into this life, I tried a gummy with some THC. That's the extent. After living in Florida, Hawaii, and California, which is, marijuana is an enormous cash crop. I'm not going to go around the room and make you all admit whether or not you have or haven't. But this day and age, it's so mainstream. I don't even think it matters.
All I can tell you is you're trying to lose weight. Stay away from it.
Okay.
Forgetting is part of it, so it actually did do something for you.
That's right.
I was going to say there's a movie called Super High Me where a guy tried it out, and he actually lost 2 pounds doing it. So, I wouldn't suggest that. No, I'm serious.
Figures
that's a different
Brendan
story.
would pipe in on that side of the thing.
Of course.
Jeez, pipe in.
Get it?
All right, so, but here's the thing. A few years ago, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals said that if you have a medical marijuana card, you are a prohibited person.
Right.
So what happened was they had a lady who went into a gun store, and for ID, she gave them her medical marijuana card. And they said, okay, well, it's a controlled substance. Basically, the federal government, I'm gonna kind of simplify some things, but the federal government looks at marijuana basically the same thing as like cocaine or heroin. It's a controlled substance.
It's level 1.
So if you are using it, even though it's legal in the state of California, if you're using it, you're considered a prohibited person. So she said, well, look, I'm not using it. I just have a medical marijuana card. Try selling that to, whatever. But
I didn't inhale.
But I guess she did prove that, hey, you know what? I don't actually use it. And the court said, well, if you have a medical marijuana card, it's pretty reasonable to think that you're using it. And the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals said, hey, can't, you're a prohibited person. That's it. Done deal.
But they said that because it's, and I'm asking this, they said that because it's against the law federally.
Correct.
And that's who decides whether you're a prohibited person or not. It's not a state thing, right?
Yeah, exactly right. So they're basically saying, look, the state of California, even though they make it legal, it's still federally controlled. So therefore, you can't own a gun if you're messing with marijuana in any way.
So with the Ninth Circuit, then even a broken clock is right twice a day, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, so by the letter of the law, they're right. But here's the thing: something's got to happen. Something has to happen. The federal government has to do something. Something has to happen. Because you can't, there's clearly a conflict with the federal government and the state government. The state government says, hey, you can use marijuana pretty much for any reason. You don't even need a medical. I don't even think you don't even need a medical marijuana card anymore. No. I just bought these dumb gummies. I didn't have to have a medical marijuana card.
See.
So
well, and just to not to defend, but the lady that said that she has a card but she doesn't use it.
Yeah.
If you go into a dispensary and purchase product. They register you in the system.
So official.
So I thought you'd like that. Believe it or not, my wife asked me to get some things for the dogs that had cancer, and
they had cancer.
We literally saved 3 dogs' lives by giving them, but we can't give them THC because they fall over. So we finally had to get them without the THC. But
they're wiener dogs, so they don't fall very far.
Now, these are Rotties, man. We didn't know how much to give him, so we just gave him on a cookie, and he just fell over and was asleep for like 3 hours.
I don't think there's any more sad sentence than dogs have cancer. That's so sad.
It's so sad. You have no idea. You have no idea.
So, but they took it, and it helped.
Oh, Immensely.
Yeah.
Immensely. And, I mean, the dog lived for another, well, he gained all his weight back
Yeah.
and lived for another 3 years.
Well, if you're bored on a any night of the week, you go down to Mission Valley, and the 5-11 store, it has a door right next to a pot dispensary store.
I know.
So here's what you do. Park across the parking lot.
Right.
And then as people walk up, you and your significant other, whoever, try to guess which door they're going to go into.
Yeah.
That's what you do. And then keep score.
And don't get close
You keep score. Why not?
because the aroma that comes
Oh,
out
yeah,
of that
truly.
building, trust me, man.
Okay. So
Yeah.
here's the point. So here's what's going on. So here's why we're
I
talking
think I
about
know
all
too
this.
much about this.
Yeah, really, Dave.
Woof, woof.
So agriculture commissioner Nikki Fried. I think it's Fried. 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 That's good. The irony, right? Fried. She's fighting for
Get it?
Yeah.
Is that where you take your dates? Down to 511?
Well, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Down to 511.
Expensive date.
Right?
So she is the agriculture commissioner for the state of Florida. And she's also, interestingly, a Democrat.
Really?
And she's actually suing the federal government because the federal government requires, basically you're a prohibited person if you're using medical marijuana. So that's finally something's happening. Finally something's happening. And I really want to emphasize, especially to Californians, you don't understand this. If you're a Californian and you own a gun and you touch marijuana, you've just committed a felony.
Right.
If you use marijuana, you've just committed a felony. If you take it under the guidance of a doctor, you've committed a felony. You're completely prohibited, which is ridiculous.
Our government's going to hate Florida.
Why?
'Cause
Well, it's kind of
Florida's-
amazing it's coming out of Florida.
But-
It's amazing it's coming out of Florida.
Yeah.
It's amazing it's being led by a Democrat.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, everybody's heard me. I've kind of gotten this reputation for beating up on Republicans. Here's another example of, Republicans could have solved this
You
and been
think?
heroes, but they didn't. So now it's left to some Democrat who's probably doing this. I'm sure that she believes in it or whatever, but she's probably doing this so she can get into higher office,
Yeah.
raise her profile.
But I still think the government hates Florida.
A lot of people hate Florida. Why?
Well, because of DeSantis and all of the stuff. He's constantly going right while everybody else goes left.
He just said, did you hear? He said that by the time he leaves the governor's chair, that they're going to be a constitutional carry state.
Oh, did he really?
Florida. Yeah, he
I
said
believe
that.
it. I believe it. And the state of Florida do not want him to be president, vice president. They don't want him to leave.
Why wouldn't they? Oh, they don't want him to leave.
No.
That
They'd
makes sense.
rather he be the governor for the rest of their lives.
You would think this would be an easy decision for the Biden administration, wouldn't you? Because I mean, it fits. It goes right along with their, who they think their constituents are, right? Just to fix this, wouldn't that? Why would they fight that or resist that? I wonder.
You could say that about a lot of things.
And, honestly, I don't even know if this is an act of Congress or the executive branch. I really don't know. Can he just undo that? I mean, it's the Food and Drug Administration that's under the executive
Well, yeah,
branch.
but if you're talking about laws, that allegedly is Congress, but we don't
so I
pay
guess
attention to that.
it would
all
have
the
to go
time
through.
anymore.
Here's my bet. I'll bet you. Okay, so we're probably going to get a Republican Congress here soon. My bet is they won't do
No,
it. They're
wait.
going to screw it up.
They won't touch it.
They're going to screw it up, and then everybody's going to be mad at me because I criticize them for screwing up.
Well, look
yet
at
another
look at
time.
the last time they were in office.
Yeah, they didn't do anything. But how would you fix it though? How are you're saying they're going to screw it up? All right, what's the fix? What would you do?
Some bill would have to go through Congress, basically declassifying it as a control as that level of controlled substance.
So they'd be making it legal at the federal level. Is that what you're saying? They should do.
They would have to.
I guess that's would be it. I mean, I guess they could say, "Hey, look, if it would, they could say something like, hey, mirror the state, requirements, something like that." I mean, I guess there's a few different ways to fix it.
Well, and the other law is you have to pay cash. You cannot use a credit card or to buy product.
What?
I don't think is that. I'm pretty sure I used a credit card.
Yeah, you need to
You
wear a
can use
mask
credit
too,
cards.
right?
No.
What? You have to use cash? I don't have
Yeah,
cash.
you have to use cash.
What would I be doing with cash?
Well, I'm just saying, and I don't know how you
that's
got
right.
away with
Yeah,
it.
because it's a banking thing, isn't it?
Right.
That's right. For the dispensaries can't
Really?
use the banks.
See, I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
know
why
that.
they're a big target.
And why do you
And I
think-
don't care. Again, I don't really care. I seriously don't care
No,
about marijuana at all. I'm definitely not defending or
No, but just look at the money the states are losing and the credit card companies are losing.
Well, but I think that makes my argument stronger. I'm not sitting there like pining away.
No, I agree with you.
I'm, from an outsider's perspective, this makes no sense.
Why can't they just treat it like alcohol?
Well,
that's my whole
That's
thing.
the whole point. I mean, when I went down to get the stuff seriously for the dogs, I walked in with a credit card and they said, "No, we can't take credit cards."
I didn't know that.
What do you mean you can't take a credit card? What part of that does? He says, "Talk to your governor." And I went, okay, so and they have ATM machines right in the building. So, but I'm just saying, I mean, it's another stupid law that makes no sense.
Melissa, what's your favorite product from the dispensary?
Oh, he's going to put me on the spot.
I'm just kidding.
Brownies.
I'm kidding.
No, I know. I don't do any of that kind of stuff.
Well, you
what
can't.
what I actually really liked is I bought the CBD cream.
Yes.
It's like got hemp and
But THC's not in that.
No, I bought it for my eczema. So it
But I mean,
actually
it's not.
helped
But,
it.
yeah, but there's no THC. You're not going to get hallucinogenic.
No,
You're not
I mean
going to.
it's on my freaking finger.
Right.
So
Right. But that's, and even they say that's illegal.
I guess.
But there's no THC in it because that's
Well, they sell it at the dispensary, and it's for like there's like a dog and cat version. There's
Right.
a human version. So.
exactly. I like the human version for the dog. They fall over really fast. It's really cool. Hey.
Thanks for watching this clip from Gun Owners Radio. You can watch us live every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. California time, right here on our YouTube channel, or if you're in the San Diego area, you can listen to us on 1170 a.m. We're also available on your favorite podcast platform for free. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can help restore and protect the Second Amendment, not just in California, but across the country.